All right. Good morning, traders, and welcome to the All Markets webinar. This is Bruce at Bookmap. We'll be going through live order flow using Bookmap. And welcome to understanding the participants in this auction process. Read their footprints and understand where price might go. General disclosure, all Bookmap Limited materials, information, and presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendations. Risk disclosure, trading futures, equities, and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. A couple things to go through before we jump in. Number one, please verify your subscription as soon as possible here on Discord. Over on our Discord channel, we have quite a nice community here and a lot of different feedback. We have the whole Bookmap Academy where you can get coached and mentorship from coaches in Bookmap as well as from others in the Academy. So if you want to take part in it, you will need to verify your bookmap.com email. And no cost is required here. You can you can access all of this. You will just need to have the free version of Bookmap, and that's all that's required. And you've signed up for on our bookmap.com website. That's the least that we're asking. So this will create a much tighter community and keep the riffraff out, and that's our goal. We'll likely end this webinar about halfway through and then go over into our Discord channel and go through some of these things. All right, let's jump in here. We're looking at the S&P E-mini, and let me know if you have any questions right off the bat. We can see that the move to the upside here in the pre-market, pretty nice move to the upside, and up into high liquidity up in here, and you can see the back and forth, and then the cash open. We see the sellers start to come in, some back and forth, but more sellers coming in again, and we can see the move up above here into the high volume node, and then sellers coming right back down. Now, just off the bat, there's a couple different things to look at here. Number one is the 550 or 5,500 level up here, price level, as well as high liquidity in the order book. Okay, even more up here at 55.10. So understanding this kind of move here away from it now after getting a lot of people long up in this area here. Now we're exploring down into the lower end of this profile. Okay, this is very, very typical in profile trading, for example. Let me show you what I mean here. So we'll add in the chart range volume profile as well as the session range. Okay, so look at the session in here. The session range is from this point. Put in a horizontal line. This point on up to this point here. That is the range. Okay, so make it also a rectangle here. That is the range, and price accepted up here. Now, what's happening up in here, though? This is where Bookmap can offer a lot of insight to understand that. First off, look at the size of the icebergs getting filled in here. Okay, we have 800, 550. These are fully executed. They got what they wanted. We have 3260. These are contracts. Another one here is kind of hidden by the stops. Here, 3178. Here's another huge one up here, 1120. Okay, so these are massive. And look at our icebergs in here from 0 on down to the trough here is about 10,000. Okay, so 10,000 icebergs in this area in here. That's a lot. And then now we're also starting to see some on the buy side now, down in here and here. also here. So there's a lot going on in these markets right now. And a lot of bigger players, a lot of kind of bigger swings in here as well. Anyway, the point I wanted to get across is the same point that we saw yesterday in the price action. We see the move up into high liquidity here, also up into here. Pretty strong move, but massive iceberg selling as well. So high liquidity, massive selling, the big figure of 5,500, and then we have the cash open. That's our volume event. We've talked a lot about market timing, and this is the event here. Look where, I mean, this is uptrend all the way until around 9:30. We see one more push higher, and then it turns into some selling here and then some back and forth in here. And now look at it. Right? And then look at this in here. This is what caught my eye as well when I was looking at the profile. Okay. Look at how thin this profile is in here. Okay, this is where price came up and traded, quite a bit, as we noted with this these two horizontal lines in this rectangle in here. Okay, so a lot traded up here above it, and very little in here. This is where it blazed right through it in here, yeah, there's more buy volume in here, but look at how quickly it traded through, and there's no back and forth. Just traded right up, and it kept going. Okay, that's how you get these really thin profiles, of course. And then we can see that the auction in here was not very strong. So once we move away from this area up in here, this value area in here, we're going to explore some of these areas in here. Price didn't quite auction in here properly. And you can see the seller is exploring that area in here. Okay, this is auction market theory basics, and this is how it works. So now let's take a look at this. We've come down below the swing right here. We've dropped off from the peak up here 25 points, or more than 25 points already. Okay, about 20 now. We're going to jump back though and take a look at the bigger picture here. And try to ascertain, like, wow, this is okay. This is a nice move to the downside. Lots of strength in here. Look at the selling. And we'll continue to look for selling until we see something different. Right? We're sell side only right now until we see something different. Now, we don't know where that is going to be, but we're going to look at the liquidity. We're going to look at the where the volume might start to dry up. We're going to look at iceberg orders. And we're going to look at our higher time frame as well. Okay, let's jump over to that higher time frame to take a quick look here. So this is the daily over here on the right side, left side, the hourly here in the middle, and then the 15-minute here on the right. All right, so we've already filled the gap here on the 15-minute. As you can see, we gapped up, and that was the trap that we saw up here. And then here's the squeeze to the downside. All right, let me see. I'll jump over to Discord. I've been rambling here, and if anyone has any questions or anything over Discord. Good morning, Alan, Alois, Shark, Stephen, Rob, and Hector. Okay. All right, so no questions here. The trading simulator only works on Global Plus. That is correct. Yeah. Now I will double check that with as we speak here. All right. Okay. Yeah. In fact, Alois, I'm going to open it up here, and I was taking some trades earlier and trying to break it here, to be honest. In fact, I've got $1 million, over $1 million in here now. So this is a little bit special case. But you know, I need to test it here with like 5,000 contracts and see how it works, etc. You know, so I need the liquidity, and so I've got $1 million here to trade. You guys will be getting $100,000 account, and yes, it is only for Global Plus to have this 24/7 simulator. Okay, so if you can see, I'm trading live here from real trading down in the lower right hand corner here, and this is how you connect, though. I've got a video for you guys. I shared it yesterday. I think it's in the chat from yesterday. Yeah, let me see if I can grab it again here. Yeah. Let's copy this link. And over on in YouTube, you can go here and check it out. Anyway, it's a great tool to be able to use this here. So this also connects. What's so great about it here is it connects to the trading journal, right? So here you can see the trading journal, and I can go to my simulated demo account in here, and then you can see that yeah, I was up. I was originally down some, I was up some, and then I'm up some today. You'll see some pretty wild swings in here pretty soon, though, up or down. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but we'll see. The trading simulator is an excellent tool for forward testing, and it also takes out commissions. It's based off of regular brokers' average commissions, so it's very realistic, and you'll be able to see your performance in the chart. Okay, so these are the two things that are really important, and this is a great way to forward test in here. Okay, we've talked about it before. It's also a great way for to forward, kind of like a simulated forward testing by using the Bookmap replay mode. I know a lot of you guys have been using that, which is awesome. It's a really great feature, very underutilized feature within Bookmap. Okay, now you can have Global or Global Plus for trading in sim, and also from the live chart or in replay mode. The only one that you need Global Plus for is for this for trading live. Okay, and for trading live, you will need this simulated account or your funded account. You will need to have the Global Plus. All right. Let's take a look here and see what's going on. Let's kick back to this bigger picture here and what's happening. All right, so we filled the gap, as you guys can see. This kind of caught me by surprise, this move yesterday. We nailed it. I mean, we were around the time of the webinar here. This was about 10:15. We were starting to look for a move above this swing here, and then the reversal to start to come in because of market timing. Again, massive iceberg transactions. You guys ask about getting insight from the iceberg detector. Well, today was a good day for it, as well as yesterday. I mean, excellent day. It told us a lot. We were looking for this move to unfold to the downside, and then we just kind of caught it by chance. I think it was Slowdown was asking about something, and it was like, well, yeah, here we go. Here's a potential reversal, and it didn't look that strong to me in this little area in here. Little kind of inverse head and shoulders, not a whole lot of buyers coming in, and then we just kind of took it up to about here, as kind of a short move, thinking that it would roll over and we'd get maybe a gap fill here on the sell side. And I really didn't see anything in the market structure here. I was looking for more of a move down to about here before, getting buyers to come in. Yet they came in here. They came in really strong, and the rest of the day had this really, really nice move to the upside here. I'm sorry, until about the afternoon, then it did pull back again. Okay, so anyway, yeah, really strong move in here. We only took a sliver of it here, some of it, and then the rest of it was something we'd look for later. Is like, are we going to get a continuation move or not? And let's now jump into right now, current market. We're talking about market timing. We're kind of looking for maybe buyers to start to come in at this point as well due to the market timing. I just don't see any technical levels here at the moment. Okay? Maybe where it is right now, just this kind of little swing here from yesterday, and then just kind of bouncing off of that. But let's take a look in here. We'll jump into Bookmap and look deeper. Okay. Yeah, not really seeing much here. You can see the this heavy sell-off, and then we can see that here's our cluster of buying, but here's our exhaustion here and some selling. We'd look for it to come back at least to about here. It did. It bounced, and then it's gone a little bit lower in here. Okay, so right now, still looking for. We have another exhaustion here. And we see that little cell cluster here. Okay, so let's see if we can get our sellers once again, and we're going to take a look at a trend line in here, which we are breaking immediately here. So it's looking for sellers back down into this area here. Now we didn't. We just buyers jumped in here. Okay, let's see if we get a few different things in our checklist that we were looking at yesterday, for example, was we covered it pretty nicely, I think, in detail, talking about the when were we going to get that reversal at this point yesterday. And the one thing that was we had our exhaustion, we had our little clusters of selling, but it was the order book that really helped out there. And then look at the order book right now. We're not getting that help. In fact, we see more on the bid down in here, right? So it makes sense that we're still finding buyers here. We're not finding sellers. Okay, so we've just come up and spiked above this swing here. Now let's zoom in here and take a look. We have a low volume node up here, and we're going to look for an order book flip. There's our exhaustion, okay, but I don't see it in the order book yet. Okay, they're on the bid still in these areas in here. Okay, so we're still finding a bid. There's our exhaustion again. Okay, but we want to see exhaustion and order book on the offer. Okay, so see how we stayed away from that. That should be a nice stop run. It is. Anyone that was short in this area here. Now let's take a look. Okay, now we've hit that low volume node. Let's see if we get our order book and our sellers. Yep, starting to. All right, so let's see it sellers. Let's see you take it back down. Where's our bid now? It's down here, maybe 77. Okay, so that now we're looking for the sellers to drop it down to about here, around this 77.25 area here. Shark Blue. This is something that, like, you know, I've seen some of your content about that 1 2 3 pattern and when to get in, right? When we're looking for that right time, and I think yesterday was a good example with that order book shift, and then also now, we're looking for that 1 2 3 pattern in here. Actually, this is still bullish here. We're still seeing it above the swing, and I still see a lot more buyers than sellers right now. Okay, but we're going to be looking for those clusters of selling. So maybe it's not quite ready yet. So you can see we came almost down one tick away from our 77.25, and yet we're probably going to get another test back up here. There's not enough sellers yet, and here's our order book on the bid. Okay, so we're looking for this kind of reversal to unfold, and this is how reversals unfold. We see that there needs to be some sort of change in the volume in here, and we're not seeing it yet. Okay, so we're seeing now we're starting to see a little bit more something interesting here. Big cluster of selling in here. Okay, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, but nonetheless we're seeing it. Okay, tangled with this high liquidity in here. Okay, there's a squeeze to the upside. Still squeezing. Look at the stop run here. Still squeezing. Okay, maybe back up to here at our 54.90 and our horizontal line that we had drawn in here. Okay, maybe we can get back up into this whole cluster up here on that high volume node. I'm not looking for that right now. We're still trending here to the upside on this time frame. Okay, this is just a pullback right now. So let's see if we can get our buyers here. And let's see if they can lift it up into 88 and 90 right now. No. Okay, so all right, so it's starting to get interesting now. Okay, so we're still bullish here. Actually, I'm still looking for a retest back up here. Okay, this is just a swing below or a move below the swing here, and we're still finding some buyers here. One of the points that I'm trying to cover here, when we're looking for, I mean, we're still trending, right? So we're looking for a trend reversal and what that looks like, and it's starting to kind of shape up, but we're not seeing it yet. Okay, so now we've come back down and retested this cluster or the top of this range. Let's see if we get our buyers back in here. No. Okay, we're getting a bit of a bid and a few buyers. So let's see when we get back to this 82 and then through it. See any other questions in here? There's no download link for that simulator slowdown. So he went through the wormhole this weekend and came up with a new strategy. All right, excellent. No, all you need to do is connect your global plus to the real trading, and then you'll need to. Here, I'll show you. Well, just watch that video slow down. It's right there above you, chat, and yeah, and you just need to connect to the trading simulator here. That's it. Okay, good. Yeah, no real kind of insights at the moment here. I'm wondering if this, I mean, this kind of, we were still looking for that test up into 88 and 90 up here. Didn't get it, but we still may. This is just, I mean, you can see we've come, here's where the buyers came back in, the sellers took it right down there again. And then we're looking for buyers to try to take it right back up again here. It's just, there's some, some back and forth in here. But we're back to the top of the range in here. We just need to see now. Again, same ideas in here. We're looking for, if we're going to break out from here, let's look for a strong bid, and then a lack of sellers, and then buyers back up around this 82. Okay, buyers, let's see it. We don't have much of a bid here, so we're not looking for much, but I would look for this back to 82 here. And then I think we've got maybe enough here, pressure here to maybe break it and come on up into about 85 to 87. Let's see. Yeah, there's enough volume here to do it. Not much on the bid. Very ho-hum here on the bid. Yeah, I mean, this is rather directionless right now. So, there is no kind of edge or advantage in here, unless you want to trade the range. Now, something's going to change here. The bid is looking a little bit stronger here. Let's see if we get our buyers in here, even a stronger bid. See how the bid is starting to bid up underneath here? Starting to look a little bit stronger. Now we're just looking there we go. All right, buyers, let's see it now. Trade through that 82, and they've got enough now. They've shown interest up here before. The bid is showing some interest too, and then we found some buyers here. So let's see them take it back up, maybe to our 87 level here. No, sellers come back and retest that bid here, and on some strong volume too. Again, same ideas. There is a bid at 80 here, 80 and a half. Go. Now, they've got enough here to move it, and explore. Maybe 85 our swing up here, but really kind of looking for 87 here. Okay, bid looks good still. Okay, we retrace all the way back down, but almost got up to 87. We got up to about 86 and a quarter, but I'm not giving up on the buyers yet. The offer is also starting to show some interest up here, so I'm still looking for the test back up into here though. Still more buyers here. Okay, offers, really starting to show some more interest here. So this might be it. We might not get up into this kind of 87 here. Okay, now we don't know that, but this behavior in here, this is why we have these webinars. This behavior in here is different, and we didn't see that previously. Okay, so due to that behavior in here, we're kind of changing our tune. Okay, so up in here is where we'd be looking to take some profit. Now we don't know. Maybe we'll come down and get a stronger bid, and maybe these guys pull their liquidity and not only get up into 87 and 90, maybe we go through it, come up to a high volume node way up here, or 5500. And again, like, don't see a trend here, even in this action right here. I don't see it trending. I would say there's a little more clusters, a little more swing to the I would kind of swing to the upside still here, just due to this volume in here. Now that said, there's a caveat on that, as you guys know, and that is the squeeze. That we'll get the long squeeze if the sellers can come in here. We can whip down into this kind of 77 level pretty quickly here. Again, just don't see an edge right now. But we can talk about. I was hoping to look at trending environment more today. In fact, let's do this on a smaller time frame. We are trending in the smaller time frame. We're trending down. All right, so we're going to look for this until we see something different. Okay, so we're still trending down. Now we've come down to about this 78 level here, and this is the very small time frame in here, but it's the education. It's the point that I want to cover here. The trend is down from here on down. Okay, and do we see some sort of distribution or potential reversal here? No, not yet, right? So Shark, this will help you as well as others. Stick with the trend. Okay, I mean, you can move your stops down and just so you don't get whipped out of this, but we stick with the trend. Wait for this distribution pattern to unfold and give us insight. Right now, we don't see it, so we're sticking with the downtrend, okay, until we see it. Okay, now it might develop. I mean, this could be it right here, down into here, and then here's our exhaustion. But not until we see those buyers come back in and move it away, and then maybe get a retest, and then we get in and go for the long. But we need to look for this distribution pattern. That's what we'll cover today: distribution patterns and trends. And now this is Wyckoff 101 here. As you guys know, in fact, let me show you our blog article on this. We have a nice article on it. Just go to bookmap.com, click on more, and go to the blog here. And then some really great articles in here recently, guys. So, I implore you to or encourage you to go check it out. Some really nice stuff. Here's our Wyckoff strategy. Here are the Big Short lessons from market cheating and real life trading scenarios, and this Wyckoff thing in here. So you can go through this and understand, accumulation, distribution, markup, markdown, the 4 phases in Wyckoff. Right, trying to keep it simple here. Right now, see how we're still in a downtrend here. So for example, Shark, are you in today? I think you're in here, right? Let's see. Yes, you are. Okay, there you are. No, I mean, let's just take a look at this here. Let's look and start to understand this price action, volume, and liquidity here. Okay, so we saw this downtrend here, and we're looking for the potential distribution. We don't see it yet. Now, we don't know. We saw the exhaustion here and some buyers here. Maybe they would move it back up. We get a retest and then back up into the swing high up here. Okay, well, we didn't see that. We see the sellers come back in. We stick with it until we see that distribution pattern or accumulation pattern. Now, here, we're starting to see it. Okay, but the structure it's not trending yet. It's still in this accumulation zone in here. Okay, so what do? Well, we're still sticking, or maybe you're exiting your your position in here, or at least reducing some of it, and then looking for the potential for the reversal. Okay. Now we just don't know. This might be a kind of a pause in here, and then reigniting the trend in here. Okay, to the downside. Okay, this is the critical area that I'm looking at least, is this area right in here. This is where we can see the buyers starting to come in, and now buyers here too. We're still not ready. See how we can stay away from these things in here. We're seeing this kind of back and forth in here, and it just has not. And in fact, is still trending down. Lower lows, lower highs. Now I'm getting really curious though. This here, and we get buyers back up at this cluster here around this 79 3/4. Will look pretty good to me. Then I would look for the breakout of this, and then back up to probably about 85 or so. Now let's look for it. Okay, we have a bid underneath. We have some buyers here. Okay, we're back up here. Now there's 2 ways to play this here. because I think we've seen the distribution and accumulation in here. So now what we're looking for is two things. One is either massive buying and a strong bid, pulling on the offer. Then we look for the move up. Okay. Now, if that really hits us over the head in here, then maybe looking for that breakout is worth the risk. If not, then we look for the retest. Okay, so and then here, for example, is our retest. Okay, and now we can look for it again. Okay, and again, our breakout here. So it looks pretty good. I think we're going to get our breakout here. Looking for it. Not too much on the bid here, but the volume's pretty good. Okay, so you know, we don't have all the pieces here, but I'd look for it maybe up to this 83.5, and then maybe 86 up here. Okay, we can see this kind of volume as well, swinging over to the buy side here. Okay, we just don't have all the pieces though. We don't have that strong bid underneath here. And maybe we'll get it right here. Let's see. And then we can look for this breakout. Okay, there we go. Not much on the bid yet again. We just didn't get much here on it. That's the way this one played out. Okay, so I don't know, if I don't see that really strong bid, then maybe I'd take partial up here at that 83. Is this making sense to you guys? I don't know if slowdown. I know you've been looking at reversals for quite a while now, and you know, also based off of our knowledge base, or not knowledge base, learning center in here, from the education link here, we have a reversal pattern here. Just the diagram of the head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders.
And there are several
and what it looks like here, you know, and looking for exactly what we're talking about here for the potential of that move. Anyway, yeah, you can see that this was doing it, and we just didn't have that strong bid, and we would have taken some off here at 83, and then we'd be stopped out on the rest. Okay, hopefully stop at break even, and you know, look for the next thing. We gave it a shot, and this is all it did. All right. Okay, we rolled over on the sell side now. We're back to sell side trending, and now we're looking for pullbacks and continuation on the sell side. Okay, first pullback, likely this little area right here, 74, but would be better about 76 or so, 77. Nice stop run here. Okay, again, do we see a distribution in here? No. Right. So let's take a look here. Let's see if we can see it maybe a curl around in here on that sell side, and then let's see if what the order book tells us in here, and then maybe we can come back down and revisit 70 here. See how the bid is strong underneath here though. So we're not seeing it. We're not seeing it. So this bid would have kept us out of it. We have an iceberg there. Another iceberg here as well. These icebergs are all over the place today and yesterday. Makes sense to you, slow down. Okay. I mean, one of the things that I have these topics to cover for these webinars. The accumulation, distribution, markup, markdown, etc. However, something that I really want to get back into is more of these checklists, because that can really be helpful for everybody. So as you Academy guys know, that's what our goal is to when you mark up your charts, you want feedback, make sure you have a checklist. Okay. And for you guys over on YouTube, if you don't know what I'm talking about, okay, a lot of questions over here on YouTube, so I'll answer, well, a few questions over here. No problem. I'll answer it in just a minute here. But let me show you guys over on YouTube. I just want to give you a few examples in here, and I'll just kind of scroll up in our stream and Discord here, and setups. I don't think we see much here. All right, so I'm going to jump back to then Bookmap Academy in here. Just a second. Go. Okay. Just crash F16. Yeah, it doesn't have much of a setups checklist in here. Vinny is the king. Also a slowdown is the king. They share the crown here. Vinny is really good. Look, he's got the date on here, and he's got his checklist 1 through 5. This is what he's looking for. This is his target. He's taking the money out of the market here, and he's doing it again and again and again. This is how he's doing it. He knows what he's looking for. Here he's got a kind of picture within picture here, looking for his higher time frame to play out, and it did, as he says after here, as you can see. Okay, he sees that absorption, consolidation. Then he talks about that Wyckoff spring in here, that slowdown trades all the time, and this is the dip below, back up above. There's high liquidity underneath here as well. And then he sees the buyers coming in, looking for top of the range, and then his target was, he's got a fib level up here, and he's got a high liquidity level. Okay, now what's up with that fib level up here is, and that's fine if you're looking at fibs or floor trader pivots or whatever it might be. You have your level, but you have liquidity up here that supports it. So you're looking for that move up into that liquidity. And you can get, this is where you can start to really define your risk and reward. Okay, he's looking for a 4.5 point move up into that area. Right, so this is what I'm talking about in terms of looking for your setups, etc. And your checklists. All right, let's go back to all markets chat. Rob, I think my checklist for this flag pattern is, it's great that you're looking at it here. This is in depth, and I really wanted to create kind of a strong one in here for your flag pattern. There's a drawback in here, and I kind of cringe a little bit. I mean, I believe in it. I know this is good. I know this is what to look for. It's a little too complex though, maybe, because we've got like 7, or 8 different things. Now it includes trade management and entry and exit, so that adds like 2 or 3 bullet points in here. So it's just different than your criteria for your setup. But I would suggest, Rob, I love it that you're looking at it and you're studying it, but maybe even start with a simpler one, and we can develop it, and I'll keep it in mind and develop it for you, um, and then maybe during the academy we can the meeting we can work with you on it, and come up with something really simple. Okay, so for example, this markup, markdown, and then once it's trending, we're looking for the trend to continue. Okay, that's it, just that, and just stick with that. Okay, until you see like right now, do we see like accumulation distribution in here? Well, this is complex in here. I would stay away from it. This is our trend move here. Okay, we were looking for the move to the upside. We got it. Okay, and then we didn't really like it though as well. We said we'd take off some here, but we're still looking for it to go higher. Okay, we never know with the aggressors. We didn't have all the pieces though. We didn't have that strong bid underneath here, and we'd like to see these guys on the offer pull. That means these buyers can lift this, that there's no sellers in the way. Okay, there's some sellers in the way here, then we get back and forth, and we don't see a lot of buyers supporting it in here. We get this kind of rounded top, or in this area here, the sellers come in and then they move it hard. Now, why did this move work so well here? Because it's a stop run. It's all of the people accumulating in here getting annihilated down here. Okay, so what is our trying to understand this? It's just not as simple as, unfortunately, it's not as simple as markup, markdown, and accumulation, distribution. There's more context to it, and that's kind of the art form in here. Like right now, this move in here, it stopped a lot of people out. All right, so this is market back and forth. Okay, now look at, we know a lot of selling in here, and then we're looking for a pullback and continuation in here, and I think we said 77, and then we're looking for the continuation to the downside. Well, we got up above and we got our buyers, and we had a strong bid in here, right in here, and we didn't like that. We want to see a strong offer, and we want to see them pull in here, and then we want to get less buyers, more sellers, and we didn't get that. And here we got it, but yeah, just not enough selling to take it lower here. Okay, so this is really kind of back and forth in here. This will keep you away from it. Okay, we don't want to tangle with this. We don't have an edge in here. Well, unless you have something else you're studying and you want to get into that, I'm sure there's all sorts of people that have all sorts of edges in here that they're looking for, something very specific. Okay, we can cover the process, but we're not seeing any sort of edge in here right now. That's what we're covering. Slow down. Let's see if you attach a numerical value to these. Yeah. The you mean with the grading here, with the checklist. Yeah, it's great. I think that's what you're talking about. It might be easier to remember. Okay. No, you're talking about like 1, 2, 3. Got it. Yep. That's a good point. Maybe we can have the developers address that as well. Slow down. That's a really good idea. Yep, and then you can put that right on the chart as well. Great idea. All right, guys. So let's take a look at this here. It's still back and forth in here. There's a little bit of an edge in here. They're pulling on the offer. They're adding on the bid here. So if we can see like maybe a pullback to here to 79, where these buyers came in, and then we see more buyers starting to come back in and come back up to 81, it would be more likely we get the breakout of the range here. Okay, but it's pretty attracted to this area here, as you guys can see, and you can see we got the pullback here, but it traded through it to the bottom of the range in here. Okay. What's the distribution or accumulation look like in here? Okay, well, we see more buyers and these levels up here than we do sellers. Okay, so just not seeing an edge in here. Very range bound at the moment. Over on YouTube, can we trade gold with Bookmap? Absolutely. So it depends on your data provider, you know, and you want access to the COMEX exchange, no problem. All right, I can connect to, I've got Bookmap data up here as well as Rhythmic for futures, as well as DXFeed. So there's 3 different data providers for futures that we connect to, or that I can connect to right now. There are many others as well. So we can add gold in here. I'll just go with Bookmap data. Oh, actually, I think I need to go with this one. Try Bookmap data. No, only CME at the moment. Okay. So yeah, I'm sorry. So Bookmap data, no at the moment, but absolutely with Rhythmic. Okay, again, even this move here, I don't like it. I see the sellers come in down to the swing here, but into high liquidity here. And you know, we can have buyers come right back in and come to the other side of the range here. Right, this does not look like it's trending to me. I don't see an edge. Okay. Now if we start to see something in here, maybe I'm not seeing anything at the moment. In fact, I would look more for this to come back to the other side of the range, maybe to 81 here. Here we go. Look at this strong bid here. Okay, we saw that, and then my opinion changed, and we're back up to almost 81. Okay, now this here looks very much like a spoof to me. So this could be, it's a strong bid, and we found some buyers, but this looks very suspicious. Okay, there's our move to 81, and that's that. And why do I say this looks like a spoof? Well, it's hard to determine like who's who in here. You can see some back and forth in here on the offer, on the bid, and they are taking risk. You can see the transaction into the bid here, but this here, there's no risk. They're just bidding up underneath, and then they all pull at the same time. All of these orders pull at the same time. So likely one individual actor trying to get price to go higher after trading down below the swing here and getting people short and getting people stopped out here. Okay, that's why we're looking for the move to the other side of the range here. What is a squeeze? Squeeze means that people are compelled to trade. So you're squeezed. So for example, let's suppose you are long. Well, let's just go over an example. It's up here. In fact, we could have been part of this squeeze. We weren't. because we were looking for this reversal in here. We just didn't quite believe in it. We didn't have all the components in our checklist to look for that reversal. Okay, we were looking for the move up into 83, and then that was it. We didn't really know. I still thought it would do 85 just because of the volume. We didn't have a strong bid. We didn't have all the pieces. And then we see the sellers roll in, and these people in here who are long, looking for this to continue to the upside, are getting squeezed here. Okay, and this is we have the MBO data, and this is a stop run here. We know that this is fact, and in here 249 contracts in here were and see a bunch in here, 32, 26, 54, and 125 here. Start to zoom in. Okay, these are stop transactions. These are likely people that were long. They're getting squeezed. They are compelled to trade and cover. Okay, because they can't handle the pain. This is a leverage product, and due to the leverage in here, people use stops to get out of the market, try to limit the downside risk. Let's take a quick look at gold. Okay, gold just traded up into high liquidity here. Wow, nice liquidity getting filled on the bid down in these lower areas here, and then we can see a shift and change right here, right in here, right, and then look again, more buyers up in here. And now this move might be over. I don't really have a whole lot of data in here to look at, but we've traded back up into about this 40 level here. Anyway, that's gold, and then let's jump back here. Okay, all right, so yeah, we are now trending. I would look for this to continue, guys, to the upside. Okay, so we've broken out now. We just turn our head for a minute here, really. Now we have something to look at here. Okay, we can look for pullbacks. They look for a strong bid on the pullback, and let's look for that curling in. There they are, buyers. Now we're looking for continuation, and we're not looking for distribution up here. We're looking for continuation. Okay, so there we have a strong bid. Let's get these buyers in here, and let's see the move back up into maybe our 90 level now. Okay, sellers take them on here. Okay, but we don't see distribution yet. Still looking on the buy side. Okay, strong offer here as well, but that could be a spoof. Let's see if the buyers take them on and trade through it. Okay, one of the things that we talk about in the pullback in here is this is where the buyers took control. So anything within here, unless you see a distribution pattern in here, which we don't, right? So we stay long. Okay, you can be a buyer in any of these areas in here. Okay, it's gone down below. Let's see if we get our buyers though. Come back in. Nope. Nope, not getting them. Okay, interesting one. Again, I don't see it. I don't see a distribution pattern here. Here's a little bit of selling in here, but buyers come right back in. We're back down to the lower level in here. Now we see a strong bid. Okay, so now we just, we drop down another level in here. Let's see if we can get our buyers back in again and try to get back up into our 88 level, 90 level up here. Other questions on YouTube here. Let's see here. Can Bookmap connect to IRT, or is it, or um, no, I mean, it's just rhythmic. IRT is not a data provider. And then, yeah, Alois, you're right on it. Bookmap data only works with Bookmap. That is correct. Right, and you can cross trade though, like Alois is saying in here. Can I add Bookmap into Thinkorswim? Bookmap is available within Thinkorswim. It's already integrated, embedded. Guys, I still don't see a distribution pattern in here. Okay, I mean, we may exhaust out, but like this still looks bullish to me. Okay, I marked up this area in here. We did break it. There's another area here, and it's within this big rectangle so far. Okay, so we're still looking for move on up to the top of the range and the potential for the trending move. Okay, makes sense. And it's by looking at the order flow in here. Maybe we should come up with, more of a diagram on distribution and accumulation and markup, markdown. I mean, this is essentially like a flag as well, essentially. Strong move, deep, very, very deep pullback, and then strong move again. Okay, so we weren't, there's a lot of selling in here, but there's still just more buying. Okay, so the move back up here makes good sense. I would be taking some off up here, to be honest. Okay, because it broke the high, and look at, and why would I? I'm going to ask the guys over here on in Discord. Why would you want to take some up here? Take some off. And while we're looking for an answer, guys, over in Discord, we're going to continue on over in Discord. So we're going to end the YouTube stream right now. If you're interested in continuing the discussion, come on over into our Discord channel. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Please give us a thumbs up and like the video. And then join us over here in the discussion in the continuation over in our Discord channel. Yep. Thanks for coming, everybody. All right. Yep. Take care. Bye-bye.